For a musician who's been on the scene for nearly 3 decades at this point, it's rare to find a new young fan base to merge with the existing longtime faithful base. But for Ben Harper, an invitation to join a 15-night residency in Los Angeles from one of the biggest stars on the planet has brought his career to yet another new high. Our Phil Lipof sat down with the Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter who's nominated for Best Contemporary Blues Album this year to talk about this full circle moment in tonight's Prime playlist.
And it has been an absolute privilege to have Mr. Ben Harper opening the show every night.
Decades of songwriting and performing live has led Ben Harper to this moment at the Kia Forum in L.A.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic to be here.
A 15th sold-out show, 20,000 screaming fans, and a thank you from one of the biggest stars in a generation, Harry Styles.
Part of me is still on that stage and in a state of disbelief.
We flew to L.A. for one of the sold-out shows and met Ben at one of his favorite places.
This has been my home base studio for 10 plus 15 years maybe, and it's just I poured a lot of my heart and soul out in this room.
The first of his 20 albums, Welcome to the Cruel World, was released in 1994. Immediately, his unique songwriting, guitar, and vocal skills built him a cult following. From London's famed Royal Albert Hall in the 90s with his trademark lap guitar,
and I always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you.
To the 2000s at Red Rocks in Colorado, fans flocking to his live performances. An eclectic mix of blues, reggae, folk, rock, and soul. One of his most commercial hits, Diamonds on the Inside. Now 20 years old, but Ben as relevant as ever. Proof of that, a call he got one day in 2021. Harry Styles on the other end.
Did you know him prior?
No.
But Harry is a big Ben Harper fan, specifically of his guitar playing.
He was struggling to finish one song on the album. And I called him and asked him to bring his hands and his guitar.
It's a great day. Loaded in and, brought a bunch of instruments, amps, guitars, electric, acoustic, because you never want to not have what you need in the studio in that moment.
And it was absolutely one of my favorite moments of making the album. And this is Boyfriends. Thank you.
A new, younger fan base buying his music and appreciating his talent.
Love that. I think he's so artistically talented.
On the floor at that LA show, I asked some new Ben Harper fans what it is they like about him.
The way he plays guitar is like sitting on his lap is just so different than a lot of other artists.
Have you downloaded his songs? Have you listened to his songs outside of the show?
I have actually, because I didn't know about him before this, and now it's seeing him at the Harry shows. I'm like, okay, I'm downloading like almost all of your songs now.
We showed the responses to Ben.
Could you imagine that?
No, I can't imagine any of that, any of this. No, I've come so, it's been a long, strange journey.
A journey that included moments like this. In 2009, asked to pay tribute to Bruce Springsteen at the Kennedy Center Honors in front of the boss and the Obamas.
Last night I dreamed that I was a child.
Ben grew up in Pomona, California, one of 3 boys to a black father and a Jewish mother. From a young age, surrounded by music. His mom, a musician.
She put a lot on hold for us.
Young Ben had lots of influences. Bruce Springsteen, Joni Mitchell, Bob Dylan, Jackson Browne, widely considered some of the best singer-songwriters of all time. But the moment he knew this would be his life's work, seeing Bob Marley live.
At that moment, that became, there's a star behind the North Star that guides the North Star, and it's Bob Marley.
Years later, Ben wrote an album with his mom. The first track, A House is a Home.
A house is a home, even when we've up and gone, even when you're there alone. A house is a home.
It was an opportunity for both of us to sing some things that went unsaid. Because when you can sing the unspoken, for me, I found that it was emotionally transformative in a way that I didn't recognize it would have been or could have been.
Family is so important to Ben, on full display during the 15 nights in LA. He brought 2 of his children out to play with him. CJ on keyboards. And that's Harris, singing and playing one of Ben's favorite guitars.
I don't know, I look at them both and I just, my mind wanders back to them as babies, as kids, kicking around, you know, banging on my guitar.
Ben himself, a big kid at times, skateboarding a huge part of his life.
Sometimes 4 or 5 days a week, 3 hours a day, depending on what I've got going on during the week.
3 hours a day?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Over the years, along with skateboarding and songwriting, Ben has been an activist as well.
Cultural awareness, environmental awareness, social awareness.
You can hear it through your music.
I love to hear you say that, because it's been a pillar, a cornerstone of songs I've written.
Continuing to release new music. His latest album, Bloodline Maintenance, released in 2022. You'll hear more of that lap guitar that some Harry fans fell in love with. I'm totally taken by it.
It's fun. Yeah, nice vibrato, easy. See how quickly that happens?
Did you do that?
There's something about the counterbalance of the pinky being out there. It's so odd.
After decades of perfecting his craft, winning Grammys and gaining critical acclaim, finding a new audience now and reaffirming his love of music.
Being the opener, which I hadn't been for a while, it can be thankless. But after that first show, every night, I couldn't wait to get back up there.
Love to watch that. Our thanks to Ben and Phil for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.